The whole idea of woodworking is you have, at the very beginning, you have a tree that's dead. It's fallen down. And if somebody doesn't come along and do something to it, it's just gonna rot away. But then somewhere along the way, somebody comes along, determines that that actually does have value. Step by step, they put their hands on it and they start transforming what was destined for death into a work of art.
What happens at Narrowgate really kind of depends on who you're talking to, because Narrowgate is represented in a lot of different facets. Now, most people, when they say Narrowgate, they're thinking of the Narrowgate Lodge program that services young men between the ages of 18 and 25. But what really happens to those young men, we wrap up in the phrase transformation through relationship and confidence through craftsmanship. So out of that was born Narrowgate Woodworks and Narrowgate Leather Goods and Narrowgate Coffee Co. Because the transformation of wood, leather, and coffee from raw to finished is just a metaphor for what's going on inside of them.
Yeah, I think it illustrates the process of transformation well, because on one end of the operation you run in a boy who doesn't know who he is or what he wants to do with his life, and on the other side of the program out comes a man.
I've built lifelong friendships at Narrowgate. There's not any distractions here. It's you and a good community of brothers and God, really.
As Narrowgate began year to year to iterate its expression of who we are, we discovered that craftsmanship is a huge component. So our wood shop got more and more and more involved into our curriculum. The wood education facility is almost 9,000 square feet. Every piece of siding, interior and exterior, was milled out of donated logs that were milled and dried on our property and went into that facility.
The building was actually built by us with our students. We did it all. Concrete, plumbing, electrical, framing, roof, everything.
We have a bunch of buildings around the property, a bunch of building needs, and so we're constantly running siding materials and building materials for that. We also do some craftsmanship-oriented things. The sawmill really makes that craftsmanship possible in a way that it wouldn't be if we didn't have it.
It's completely revolutionized the way we do our projects here on the property, because now we can take trees that come down in development or come down in storms, and we can convert that into dimensional lumber or slab that can turn into furniture or turn into building projects. The buildings we build on this property, we literally side and frame with the lumber that's milled on our sawmill.
Some guys show up, they don't know how to change oil, so anything they can get their hands on, stuff with engines and make loud noise. It's always fun for the guys to learn how to operate that kind of stuff. And a sawmill is one of the most useful things that you can have.
The thing that I love about Wood-Mizer is that Wood-Mizer sees its operation as a vested opportunity for every single person in that environment. Every single individual is seen for the advantage that they play, and Wood-Mizer operates as a body, just like Narrowgate operates as a body. That kind of symbiosis between the two entities makes a perfect fit.
Narrowgate gives opportunity for guys that haven't got the opportunity to work with their hands and do stuff, and it's impactful. Knowing that I have a purpose, it motivates me, and it gets me excited to get up and work and love and live.
Everything is good for something. I really want them to walk away more confident. I want them to walk away having maybe overcome a fear. I believe that every one of them walks away feeling like they can do something. And that's life-changing.